So like I said, we have a new WhatsApp. So I'm going to give all of you 2 days. I will send a link inside those various groups. Within 2 days, you are supposed to join the main group. That's if you are interested. If you are not interested, okay, that will be fine. After 2 days, I will dissolve all the other groups because we will not be needing them since we have a better product, that will better business model that we can be dealing with, that will give us huge returns. So for anybody who wants to participate in it, make sure that you join that bigger group through the link that I'm going to send inside. Then again, just to remind particularly those who are not very, very familiar with the crypto environment, there is something we call a bull run. We are very close to having one of the best bull runs in the history of cryptocurrencies. Please listen well. This one I'm not talking about the cryptocurrencies of Alex's system, about the Platinum Web system. In fact, it includes almost all the cryptocurrencies. What am I saying in essence? If you have the possibility to start buying Bitcoins, I'm talking of Bitcoin, I'm not talking about PLC or anyone. Buy any quantity of Bitcoins that you can and hold inside the wallet. Buy any quantity of Ethereum and hold. Quantity of which one? I don't know, maybe Bitcoin Cash, ADA. Buy even ULTIMA tokens, any cryptocurrency that you can buy. Buy any quantity you can and hold. The bull run is coming. From the month of January next year to the month of April, you will notice a massive boom again in all cryptocurrencies. Means that we'll gradually be out of this winter season. Once the winter, you see the way Bitcoin is lingering around 29,000, 30,000 and so on. That's because we are still inside the winter season. The light is gradually being seen at the end of the tunnel. Everybody wants to make huge money this year. Make sure that you consider the domain of cryptocurrencies. It is not a financial advice, please. I have to say this. It is not a financial advice. I'm not asking you to go and do it. I'm just sharing something with you. If you want to do it, do it. If you don't want to do it, it's fine. It's up to you. What if you decide to get as many of these ULTIMA tokens as possible, and then you participate in the liquidity pool, so that when that bull run comes and all the cryptocurrencies are on top, and who knows, our own token might even go to a value as high as $100,000, and you are receiving fractions of ULTIMA tokens from there, a number of splits every blessed day, which you can now use now to make, massive amount of money for yourself from that particular bull run. Do you know what that actually means? So this one is just an experience I'm sharing with all of you. So I want to appreciate everyone immensely for participating in Zoom call. At least now you know exactly what you are supposed to do. That's if you decide to do it. If you decide to do it. So just before I start taking questions, I'm going to give the pride of place to a very important guest. In fact, we have a very important guest. I didn't want to introduce him at the beginning because I didn't want people to actually know that he's here, but he's actually here. And I'm going to be bringing him on for him to actually say some words to us. He's actually my leader. He's my upline. He's actually my mentor also in the business. So I brought him today so that you people can also hear from him, so that he doesn't actually knock on us like every time you always come to listen to Leader Lumen. So I decided to invite him specially so that he can also come and speak to us, members of his own team, so that you can also understand from the strength that you feel in the things that you'll be saying to us, for you to understand that what I'm saying is not a child's play. It is bigger than maybe the way I've expressed it in my words. It is actually bigger than that. Anybody who misses to position himself as from the 17th, trust me, you only have yourself to blame because you might miss an opportunity. But then, the participation in the liquidity pool will actually start on the 1st of next month, which is September. From September the 1st. But from the 17th will just be about registrations. Just people doing registration. Then from the 1st of September, that's when the business begins, where people will start participating in the liquidity pool and so on. So we'll be fighting now to get as many splits as possible, so as to maximize the chances of us getting more ULTIMA tokens. So right now, I'm going to give the pride of place to my upline, Leader Godwill. He's right here on the call. You have the floor, Leader.
Greetings to everybody in the Zoom. I'm actually out of the house because it's watching TV. So it's been so nice listening to you, my leader. I'm so inspired. I've been able to learn a lot of things from you. But trust me, I was actually taking part in 2 Zooms You know, two zones are actually running simultaneously. I'm sure you know
that's
the
simply
desk on
because
the
I
other
had
side
to
and
feed
just
you to make out time and be in this one. For sure.
yes. So I was actually listening, contributing the other way, and also listening and contributing this other way. So, my leaders, I thank you so much for being part of this Zoom. I thank you so much, Mr. Lumen 50, for what you're doing. You're actually trying to break down everything. Trust me, what we need to understand is in every business, there is a challenging moment in the life of that business. And every business you see that succeeds must be able to go through those challenging moments. Any businessman that doesn't want to go through those challenging moments will not have his business grow. And so if you're that kind of businessman who faces those challenging moments and you decide to move away or you decide to chicken out, then you will never create any successful business. Because each time you need to step up, you must have to meet a challenge. Each time you have to step up, you must meet a challenge. And they always say that he who fights and runs lives to fight another day. So if you meet those challenges and you decide to run away, forget. When you meet other challenges, you also run away. And trust me, as you go higher and higher, the kind of challenges that you meet become more and more sophisticated. So I don't want you leaders to start feeling somehow because of the numerous changes that we have been having. We have a CEO who is doing a lot of work at the background, who even at this time, as a billionaire that he is, sacrificed a lot to make sure that at least we make money. That's somebody who has interests of his community at heart. And that is why he keeps fighting and fighting and fighting and thinking many sleepless nights to come out with a product to make us wealthy. And all this trial that he has been going through, I think the end result of that is the product we have now. Like Mr. Lumen explained, one of the major difficulties we faced with the farms was the fact that as the community is increasing, which is what we want, we are targeting 100 million the next 1 year or 2 or 3 years. Yes. But we forget to understand that as the community is increasing, so too are these people buying more farms. Because once the community increases, people are buying farms. They're buying farm license